Everyday English listening. Keep listening to English every single day helps improve your understanding and speaking naturally. It trains your ears to recognize words, sounds, and phrases. Daily practice builds confidence, vocabulary, and fluency. Stay patient and consistent. The more you listen, the more confident you'll become in speaking and understanding English fluently. Thank you for being so concerned in the help of me. There are times in life when words alone cannot capture the full depth of gratitude we feel for someone's kindness. When we go through struggles, whether physical, emotional, or even spiritual, what we often need most is not a solution, but a person. A person who stands by us, who listens, who cares. Someone who sees our pain, who feels our burden, and who offers their time, heart, and energy to help lighten that load. This is why I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being so concerned in the help of me. Your concern wasn't just a passing thought or a few polite words. It was something I felt deeply. It was real. It was sincere. When I felt unsure of myself or uncertain of where to go next, your concern was like a compass that helped guide me back to hope. You didn't have to be there. You didn't have to offer your support. You could have simply watched from a distance, but you didn't. You chose to get involved. You chose to help. And that means more than I can say. When someone is concerned, truly concerned, their actions speak louder than anything else. And your actions were loud in the best way. Loud with kindness. Loud with empathy. Loud with compassion. You didn't just ask, "Are you okay?" and move on. You stayed. You listened. You followed up. You made sure I knew I wasn't alone. That kind of concern is rare and beautiful. I can remember times when I was silent, but you understood. Times when I couldn't say exactly what I needed, but somehow you still knew what to do. You gave me your time. You offered your attention. You made me feel seen. And sometimes being seen is the very thing we need most when the world feels like it's falling apart. Your help came not just through big things, but in small ways too. A message, a gentle reminder, a patient conversation, a warm smile. These are the things that helped me through. These are the things that built my strength little by little. You showed me that help doesn't always have to be loud or dramatic. Sometimes the quiet, steady presence of a caring person makes all the difference. What made your help even more meaningful was that it came from a place of love. Real love. Not the kind that wants recognition or praise, but the kind that just wants to make someone's life a little easier. You didn't expect anything in return. You didn't wait for a thank you. You just gave. You just cared. You just helped. And that touched me in a way I can never forget. There were moments when I felt like giving up, but your encouragement reminded me that I had the strength to keep going. Your concern gave me the courage to believe in myself again. You reminded me that hard times don't last forever, and that even in our darkest moments, there is always light, especially when someone shines it for us. You may not even realize the impact you had. That's the beautiful thing about truly kind people. They help because it's in their nature, not because they want attention. But I want you to know, I noticed. I noticed everything. And I will carry your kindness with me wherever I go. It's strange how one person's genuine concern can change the entire direction of someone's life. It gives hope. It brings healing. It creates connection. Your concern gave me all of that. Your help wasn't just practical, it was emotional and spiritual too. You lifted my spirit. You reminded me that people still care and that love still exists in this world, even in the most unexpected places. So today, I want to pause and truly say, thank you for being so concerned in the help of me. Thank you for every word, every gesture, every moment of your time. Thank you for your understanding, your patience, your gentle wisdom. Thank you for walking with me through the storm and helping me find my way to peace again. Life is a journey, and we are all going through our own ups and downs. Sometimes we are the ones needing help, and sometimes we are the ones who can help others. Because of your example, I now understand more clearly how powerful kindness can be. I hope one day, I can be the kind of person to someone else that you were to me. I hope I can pass that same light forward, just as you did for me. We often remember the people who made us feel important, especially when we didn't feel important at all. You made me feel like I mattered. You made me feel human again. You helped me rediscover the strength inside me. I don't know where I would be today without your care and concern. There are many things in life that come and go: money, success, even time. But kindness leaves a permanent mark. Concern for others creates bonds that no storm can break. And your concern for me is something I will hold in my heart forever. I hope you know that your help changed something in me. It awakened something good. It gave me new perspective. And it gave me hope that people like you exist in this world. You didn't just make my problems lighter, you made my heart lighter. And that is the greatest help anyone could offer. So once again, with all the sincerity I can express, thank you for being so concerned in the help of me. You made a difference. A real difference. And that's something worth celebrating. You've shown me that the world still has kind people. And because of you, I feel stronger, wiser, and more hopeful than ever before. From now on, whenever I think about support, about kindness, or about the meaning of being truly helpful, I will think of you. You didn't just help me, you inspired me. And for that, I am endlessly grateful. Sometimes we don't realize how much we needed help until we look back and see how far we've come and how we didn't walk that path alone. Your presence during my difficult times wasn't just helpful, it was healing. You didn't just help me with the problem itself. You helped me hold on when I felt like giving up. You gave me strength when I was weak and comfort when I was in pain. Thank you again for being so deeply concerned in the help of me. That concern was a gift I will never forget. What made your help special wasn't just the things you did. It was the way you did them, with patience, gentleness, and sincere care. You never rushed me. You never made me feel like a burden. Instead, you gave me your full attention, as if my worries truly mattered to you, and I could tell they did. In a world that often moves so fast and leaves hurting people behind, you slowed down. You looked into my heart. You stayed. And that made all the difference. Sometimes life surprises us with hardship. It could be illness, sadness, failure, confusion, or loneliness. When it happens, we are reminded how fragile we really are. In those moments, we hope for someone who will simply be there, not with perfect answers, but with a kind and open heart. You were that someone for me. I didn't have to explain everything to you. Somehow, you just understood. You read between the lines of my silence. You saw the truth behind the forced smile. You noticed the hidden tears and the quiet sighs I tried to hide. And you responded not with judgment or impatience, but with kindness. You reached out again and again and made me feel worthy of care. That level of care is rare. It's not something you can teach in a book. It's not something people can fake. It comes from someone whose heart is truly full of empathy. And that's you. Your concern wasn't empty, it was alive. It moved you to act, to check in on me, to listen, and to give what you could. And that touched me so deeply. Even when I didn't know how to help myself, you gently guided me. You didn't force anything. You walked beside me at my own pace. Some days, all I could do was survive. But on those days, you reminded me that surviving was still something to be proud of. You helped me see progress in small steps. You reminded me to be patient with myself. You gave me hope when I had none left. There is something powerful about being cared for. It changes a person. It helps them rebuild not just their situation, but their sense of worth. You helped me rebuild both. Your concern lifted my spirit like warm sunlight after a long winter. It helped me believe that maybe I wasn't as broken as I thought. Maybe I could still heal. Maybe there was still good ahead. Your help wasn't a one-time thing. It was ongoing, consistent, unwavering. In this world, that kind of support is a treasure. So many people are too busy, too distracted, or too wrapped up in their own lives to notice when someone else is struggling. But you saw, you noticed, you didn't turn away. That shows the strength of your character and the beauty of your soul. I've learned from you. I've learned that real concern means showing up. It means asking the second question, not just how are you, but how are you really? It means staying on the phone a little longer, sending a kind message out of nowhere, or offering help before it's even asked for. You showed me that these little things are actually the big things. They're what people remember. They're what people carry with them. Because of you, I now try to look around more often, to notice who might need a gentle word or a helping hand. I try to offer what you offered me, compassion without conditions, support without expectations. You inspired that in me. You passed on your kindness like a flame lighting another candle. That's how love grows. That's how healing spreads. That's how the world gets better, one person helping another, one heart lighting another. You didn't fix everything for me, and you never tried to pretend you could. That's not what I needed. I needed someone to be beside me, not above me. I needed someone to remind me that I wasn't weak for needing help, and that I was strong for trying, for surviving, for showing up to life even when it was hard. And you did exactly that. There were times I felt like I was falling, but you were my safety net. Your concern caught me before I hit the ground. You gave me time to rest, space to breathe, and the encouragement to rise again when I was ready. That kind of help isn't just practical, it's sacred. It's a gift that goes beyond words. I often wonder what the world would look like if everyone cared as much as you did. If everyone took a little more time to truly see the people around them. If everyone had your heart, your patience, your compassion. I think the world would be a softer place, a kinder place, a more human place. So now, every time I think of what you did for me, I don't just feel gratitude, I feel inspired. Inspired to become more like you. Inspired to make a difference in someone else's life. Inspired to believe in the goodness of people again. You gave me more than help. You gave me a new vision of what love and support can look like. You reminded me that we are all connected, and that helping one person can create a ripple effect that reaches far beyond what we can see. I know that life will bring more challenges in the future, because that's how life works. But I also know this. When we go through hard times, the people who truly care will always stand out. They will always shine. And you, without question, are one of those shining lights in my life. So let me say it again, as clearly and deeply as I can. Thank you for being so concerned in the help of me. Thank you for every little and big thing. Thank you for not giving up on me. Thank you for believing in me even when I had doubts. Thank you for being an example of goodness in a world that can sometimes feel cold. You may not realize how much you've changed my life, but I hope you can feel it in these words. You made a difference, a lasting one. And I carry your concern, your care, and your kindness with me always.